Nobody at the table dared to breathe. The private dining room was silent, except for the soft clink of silverware. Crystal chandeliers shimmered above a long table, where powerful business leaders sat stiffly in their tailored suits. At the head of the table was a woman known across Sicily as La Regina, the Queen, a feared mafia boss whose name alone could silence a room. She had been invited to discuss an important international deal. Investors from America, Germany, and France leaned forward nervously, waiting for her to speak. When she finally did, her voice was calm but firm, and entirely in Sicilian dialect. Confused glances spread across the table. The translator they hired only knew standard Italian. He tried to follow her words, but stumbled. The investors shifted uncomfortably. No one wanted to admit they didn't understand her. The room grew tense. A misunderstanding with someone like her could be dangerous. She paused, noticing the silence. Her sharp eyes scanned the table. "Capite," she asked. "Do you understand?" No one answered. From across the room, a young black waiter who had been quietly serving wine hesitated. He had grown up in Palermo before moving abroad. Sicilian dialect was the language of his childhood. With respect, he stepped forward. "Signora," he said gently in fluent Sicilian, "if you allow me, I can translate." The entire room froze. The investors looked shocked. The bodyguard stiffened. But the mafia boss studied him carefully. Then, slowly, she nodded. The waiter translated every word clearly and confidently. As he spoke, the tension melted away. The investors finally understood the terms. The deal began to move forward. But something more important happened. For the first time that night, the mafia boss smiled. After the meeting ended, she called the waiter over. Instead of anger, her eyes showed pride. "Never forget where you come from," she told him. "Your language is power." That night, the biggest deal in the room wasn't a business contract. It was a reminder that identity, culture, and courage can command respect, even in the presence of power. And sometimes, the quietest person in the room holds the strongest voice. If this story moved you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, because you never know whose life can change in a single moment.